Hey everyone, it's Cricket Song with Lunar Wisdom, and you're here watching another episode of Wine, Witches, Witchcraft. And I'm here with my wonderful, beautiful co host, Renee Yin.
Hello, how are you?
Yay. Hey, everybody in chat. We already have people in chat. That always surprises me. It always surprises me that there are people actually waiting for us to go live. I don't know why. It just always surprises me.
Or when they get pinged by it, they actually come on. I'm like, oh, people actually care.
I know, right? I'm like, okay. I always think that, oh, there's going to be nobody. And then Renee and I will just chit chat. And because I know we get wonderful views after it's loaded up and people, watch it after the fact. But yeah. So hey everybody, Skywolf, Shiny Mist, hey Lilokin, Hellbound Heathen, Lily the Rain Wing, Spell Dawn, Becky Shelton, and anybody else who's in there. So tonight I'm actually drinking wine tonight. Woohoo! I'm drinking this wine called Prophecy. And this one is a Cabernet Sauvignon, California, 2016. But can you see the image?
Oh, that's cool.
This looks like, doesn't it look like the Emperor?
Yeah, it does.
Because they have a whole line. I picked up another one for next week, but they have a whole line, and each of them looks like a major arcana tarot card. So I really think this is interesting. So maybe, hopefully, it tastes as good. It tastes as good as the bottle looks. But have any of you had this prophecy wine? If you have, let me know. What are you drinking tonight, Renee?
I am drinking water in a tumbler because I am on a diet.
I'm on a diet too. I have my water though too. I have water too. But I'm gonna have some wine tonight. I'm feeling a lot better than last time. Was I sick last time?
Yeah, you had a cold.
Yeah. I'm feeling a whole lot better. So let me see how this tastes. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, I like that. Mm.
Is it
Mm.
fruity?
It is, but it is it's more dry. Let me see what it says on the back.
Well, it's a
At prof
cab.
Oh, look at it does. It says the Emperor on the back.
Oh, that's
Ha,
cool.
nice. Okay, so it says at Prophecy Wines, our inspiration comes from the beauty of the harvest and the possibility of greatness in a glass. Wines are drawn from premier global growing regions, individually selected to bear each of the varietals defining characteristics. Prophecy Cabaret Sauvignon showcases the best of California. The wine is expressive and smooth with layered flavors of fresh blackberry, plum, and vanilla with toasted oak and a long, soft finish. It is soft. I would describe it as soft, not really fruity, um, but more. I definitely taste the oak. Um, More, it's smooth or soft, but not quite fruity. Yeah, maybe. Not it's not sweet, that's for sure. I like it. It is soft though, and not quite tart, but a little bitter, and I think that's the oak in it. But yeah, it's really good. I like it. Hey Mary Morgan, Moonwolf Spirit.
Yeah, everybody's in here.
Everybody's here. Whoop whoop. Okay, so what are we going to talk about?
Today we are gonna bitch.
We're going to bitch today. It's a bitch fest of the witches. Woo. Okay. What are we bitching about today?
Anything you feel like bitching about that deals with witchcraft, the witchy community. witchy stereotypes, the bastardization of witchcraft, we can continue. How New Age movement is not witchcraft, you know how.
Well, you know what? I'd like to. You know what? You know what? All right, so gloves are off, guys. I'm not going to be nice tonight, just so you know.
We have very sensitive feelings. You put them away.
Yeah, put your it. Yeah,
them away.
Yeah, put them away.
Having a bad week.
Bitchin' witchin', you know it, Lilokin.
Yeah,
Bitchcraft.
It's been a shit week,
yes.
So we're gonna just go in.
Okay. What really annoys me, really annoys me, is when you see someone who, I'm not going to use politically correct terms tonight either, guys and gals, who dabbled in witchcraft for maybe like a week, maybe a month, but they're more new age than witchy. You know, yes. So they're more like the Ascension, crystals, Atlantis, Lemuria. They're more of that, which part of my personal craft incorporates some of those viewpoints. I totally understand what they're talking about. But what really pisses me off is someone who is more focused on that, dabbles in witchcraft for maybe a week, maybe a month. And I know that they were dabbling because they would contact me and ask me questions, and maybe we were friends on Facebook and we talked in private message and we chit-chatted about spells and all that. And then the next thing you know, they have videos on their channel about how to remove curses and how to do invocation or drawing down the moon and how to cast a circle, when you know they just got that information in the last month and they haven't really even practiced it. And now they're doing instructional videos on how to do this through information that they may have read in a book, but you know the majority of it was from you because you're the one that they talked to for the last month.
Or not even, or half their information is taken from maybe, I don't know, Lady Grave Dancer, but the majority of what they watch is, what is it, Infinite Waters and Teal Swan, and all they do is regurgitate. They create a YouTube channel so they can, you know, either absorb that energy. Actually, I'm not even going to give them that much credit about the energy absorption of attention. We're not even going to go there. But they're sitting there, they're going to take up all of this attention, look at me, and all they're doing is regurgitating the information they see from other people's videos.
Yep.
And they have no clue what you're talking about, because I could sit here and pinpoint and be like, well, what if theoretically, what about this? How does this connect to this? What about the basis of this? And all they're going to do is give you a stupid look or be like, oh, no, you're making it too complicated. Because there's a really, really big fucking YouTuber that I'm not going to say the name of, and I'll tell you after the fact, who actually lives, I will give you a hint, who does live in the greater Houston area, who sits here and has an entire channel, so 2 hints, female, Houston, all her entire channel is regurgitating shit from other people's channels with a twist.
Really? I'm not. Oh, wait. Woman, I think I. And
it maybe has like 47,000 fucking subscribers.
Oh no, I don't know.
It's insane. It makes me livid because half of her information when my channel was at from like 2013 to 16, whatever that time frame was, there was a time period where about 4 months of her channel content was actually a copy of mine.
Wow.
That's what pisses me off. I'm like, girl, woman, I'm not going to give you the credit, even call you woman. Girl, go home.
Yeah.
No. And then they had the audacity to charge people for their witchy services or their esoteric knowledge or for consultations for businesses. Oh, I'm being serious. And then starting witchy stores. This is worse than every witch starting a soap and candle shop. Can't even handle it.
Yeah, that's worse. I think that's worse than what, well, maybe no, maybe it's not worse.
She is just a compound of a lot of problems that I have singularly, but just as a multiplicity of all my issues into one being.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is insane. And of course, I'm still mad about it after the fact. Not because, oh, you stole my content. No, I don't give a shit. It's just, there's 47,000 people. Maybe, okay, not all of your subscribers actually watch you, but there's a ton of people who watch this information thinking this person is someone to take information from when it's literally all from somewhere else. And she's not even explaining it the right way.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, it's that idea that someone is trying to teach knowledge that they don't even possess. They're just, yeah, like you said, they're just like, it's being filtered through them without any knowledge or experience of what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I would even go as far, and of course I'm not going to say this about you because you're probably one of the most grounded people that are from the old school that have the higher subscriber counts, but I would be really, really weary of anyone who is in the witchy area who has a high subscriber count. I'm going to be really honest. Like I said, gloves are off. If they have 20,000 or above subscribers, I would be really, really weary. And I would start asking for citations, not from them, but if you want to believe some of the things some of the stuff that's being spit out to you, I would be trying to find that information replicated elsewhere to make sure you're actually following information, because not all the people that are out there with these high subscriber counts know what the fuck they're talking about. Because
I must say I have high subscriber counts, but I've also been on YouTube since 2009. So it's not like I got the high subscriber count in a year. Exactly. I got this over 9 years, 7, 8, 9 years now. It's been a long time. So, and I have over 400 videos. So, I mean, yeah.
And that's another key, I would say. So some of the people that have been around since you've been around, I'm not really necessarily talking about those. I'm not blasting everyone that has a high subscriber count before this gets twisted, flipped around in reverse.
Right. Which it will be still anyway, but that's okay. We know what you're talking about, Renee.
The moment we said we're going to bitch, we knew this.
Yep, that's it. We're bitching tonight.
So, I mean, it's just one of those things. Now, if this person has gotten like these 47,000 subscribers in the period of 2 years, let us all take a moment of silence and try to figure out how. You see, and let's actually try to prove like the information is correct, which is so absolutely. Need some more water.
That's right, Logan. Everyone who practices witchcraft differently from me is doing it wrong.
Well, you're not doing it my way, so you're wrong.
No, you're wrong, bitch. You're wrong. Logan's wrong.
A witch war start.
That's right. We're going to start a witch war.
And speaking of witch wars, another thing that pisses me off. You want to talk about a stupid fucking thing that makes us all look stupid and bad? Housewives without money, job, income, with nothing but time on their hands, sitting here on the internet, starting shit with each other, talking about, I'm going to do spells on you, ooh, and all this other shit. And all they're doing is posting angry YouTube videos at each other, back and forth, calling each other names. Can't even.
I know. No. Me neither.
I don't watch that shit. If I see it, they click away and an unsubscribe, and keep in mind never to talk to that person.
I know.
And it's been a while since this has happened. I will say
it has been.
Thank God. It has been a long time.
Well, at least it's been a while in any of the people that I know of or watch. Who knows what's going on in the other witches that watch each other, but I've seen that. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? Why are you wasting your energy and your time on that? You know? Are we talking about the fashion bloggers that are now Wicca? There are fashion bloggers that are now Wiccan?
I think Harmony Nice is one of them. I have no beef with Harmony Nice. I mean, I don't know her. I don't really watch her content, so I can't comment on it. But it's so I don't know. She doesn't. All I know is she has a makeup aesthetic. So.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I recognize the name, and I think I've clicked. I think I went to look for her channel, but didn't even watch any videos yet. I think I got distracted by my husband or kids or something, and I never went back to it. But I recognize the name because I know other people watch her. Does she know anything about Wicca actually, or is it one of
those? I haven't watched the content enough to know, so I'm not going to talk shit about someone that I don't really know anything about.
Okay, I don't know either.
Yeah, but that's just the only person. That's the first person when you're talking about a lifestyle makeup guru, life guru,
and then all of a sudden they start talking about Wicca.
That's the only person I can think of. So, but no, but it's just the whole witch wars thing. And then also the funny thing is, most of us here have not really. Some of us, get the opportunity. Like I've met some of the witches here on YouTube, at the meet and greet. Hopefully one day when I make my long trek to the Pacific Northwest or Colorado, we will find a way to meet each other one day. But the majority of us, I would say 99.9% of us, have not actually met each other. So the hilarious part is people literally start take sides and then to fight with each other about who is right.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. I know.
That was no. So
what really pisses me off is when you make videos and take a long period of time off YouTube to look after your own mental health and you get accused of not being a witch because you have stopped creating content. Really? That's stupid.
Oh, I got called names after when I left.
What?
Yeah. The funny thing is when
why? Because you stop making content that means you're not a witch anymore?
Well, what the fuck? I didn't know what I was talking about or something. Who cares? This was like a person. So it wasn't like a majority uprising. Like, no, but someone did say something to me and I did this. And then we moved on with our life. Well, me and all my personalities. But no, I left for similar reasons for my own mental health because my job was more important. I was thinking of going into grad school, so I needed to make the channel disappear. There's like a kid you knew. Had a lot of stuff. I was having a falling out with a ton of people. And it was just kind of one of those things. So I was just like, I'm done. I'm out. And the funny thing is, about, what was it, like 3 months ago, I came back and no one has noticed. That's the funny thing. I mean, there's only 2 videos, but still.
Did I watch your 2 videos? I'll have to go see.
It's attached to this account that's on here. So if you go into the chat and say the 3 dots and you go to channel, that's the channel. It's under Renee Yin.
I'll have to go look. I don't think I knew you put up. Oh wait, I think I did know you put a video up. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to go look.
Yeah, we talked about it. We had.
Oh, all right. So I did watch it. All right. So what the hell? I knew you were back. So this means that when we go to move at the end of June, I may not be on for a couple of weeks. Does that, or maybe even a month? Does that mean that I'm no longer a witch because I'm not making content?
I don't know. Which is kind of funny because there's a lull that's in the community. I've noticed from a lot of people who used to post all the time. A lot of people aren't posting, so there's a lot of people not being witches right now.
Wow.
Logically speaking.
Wow.
We must be all finding Jesus or something.
Must be. All right. I don't get why people say they're witches because they wear the pentacle, triquetra, or other symbol, but yet they don't know jack shit about the symbolism of said amulet or talisman. That's because witchcraft is trendy. It's trendy. It's a fashion statement. Woo woo.
People are literally wearing Baphomet shirts without really understanding
what Baphomet. I know.
The funny thing is, they're just like, I'm cool because this is satanic. I'm like, technically yes, but you don't know what makes it satanic because that's not you only understand.
I didn't. I guess I didn't put a link to Renee's channel in the information. I'll have to update it. Just go to the YouTube search and put in Renee Yin and see if her channel pops up.
I'm gonna type the word here in all caps, and next to it, if you hover next to where it says on that message.
Oh yeah, there's 3 little dots.
Click the 3 dots,
and it says go to channel.
Yeah, go to person's channel, and then
check it out.
And thus you will find my comeback video and how to create the life you want. That's all I did. And it's been a long time.
3 months ago. Yeah.
And I haven't put shit up since. I get busy, okay? I don't know. Yeah. Like, it takes a lot, like, not in a bitch. I'm not bitching about this, to be clear. It takes a lot of effort to make sure I have the time every single Thursday to be here with Cricket, to make sure Carbon, my work doesn't impinge, and dinner for the man, and dogs are happy. And I know it doesn't sound like very much, but it's, especially with the work stuff, it's hard to, like, carve out that time. So since that's more the priority, I don't really make a lot of time to try to make content, because that would take brain power that I just don't have.
Well, I hear you, because I stopped uploading other videos to this channel, other than the readings I do for clients and my Becoming Witch series that I do for my patrons, because just trying to do this every Thursday, do that, the videos for the patrons, write my blog post for my own blog, write the blog post for the Patreons. And then my husband works, I mean, his computer is right there and he works from home. I don't have a lot of time to be recording videos either. And then I just get so sick of the same old content, the same old topics that you can only talk about so many times before they're old, and what more can you say about it? You know? I don't know.
And occasionally I'd like to get laid. So there's also that thing. So, you know, I have priorities. And it's just, I just have to make sure I'm creating a good balance in my life. And then you have to stay grounded. And somewhere you have to make time for witchcraft, for fuck's sake. And it's just like, God.
Oh, I suck, Tammy. I suck. Then stop watching if I suck. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing here wasting your time? Honestly, if there's someone I'm watching and I think they suck, I don't watch them. I don't know about you, but I just don't watch them if I think they suck. No, not you. You said Cricket sucks. That's what you said. Didn't she?
Yeah, that was literally the word that said Cricket sucks. So, and then I removed her.
Oh, Tammy.
Honey. Oh, hellbound. Oh, honey. Not the way I do it. Nope. Sorry. 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Is not
That's
enough.
A sad, sad lay if it only takes 5 minutes. Come on now.
Nope. I can do a chakra alignment in 5 minutes, but I can't do a lot of other things in 5 minutes.
Exactly, but Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. What's going on with you?
So pick another thing that ticks you off. Renee must be a Scorpio. Ironically, no, but I am a water sign.
What other thing pisses me off? That's what pisses me off. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna, all right. Because I don't have a lot of free time when I want to watch videos. My videos tend to be very concise. I have a topic, I get on, I talk about it. Boom, boom, boom. Here's my information. That's all. Love you. Mwah. See you next time. I don't have a lot of videos that are over 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I really go crazy when the person starts repeating themselves and they say the same thing over and 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 over. Yep. I can't. I just can't.
I hate repetition. Unless you were trying to expound upon a point, you know, emphasization, which is not a word, I just made that up, so now it is a word. But I get that. But there's a lot of videos that are on that are just literally the same 5-minute content that it's repeated again and again to make a 20-minute video. So of course, at the end, if it's about 4 main concepts, and of course you really understand those 4 main concepts at the end, so that's a great study device. But last time I checked, I'm not trying to take a test on a YouTube video. So
right.
You know what I mean?
What are we're blaming Christians for sugar intake?
I got lost in the chat a while ago.
I'm almost done this glass of wine. I'm gonna get lost in everything pretty soon.
So here's mine other, we've actually talked about this too, but it's a huge, huge, huge pet peeve of mine. And it's people who...
Totem animals?
No, we're not going to... Totem animals are safe for the end. Safe for the end. Because I just can't.
Can we talk about what my totem animal is?
I will go over there and kick you in the face. All of them.
I think the wolf is my totem animal.
I can't do this right now. I'm going to break. Okay, so my thing is, one of the things that absolutely peeves me is, like, for instance, people who you've been watching their videos since the beginning. In the very beginning, it's I have been practicing so many years, or so many months, or most common is I am new. This is a new solitary starting out practice. Blah 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 blah. 2 years later, after you do a check-in and you watch the video, guess what you find?
2 years they've been practicing.
Not 3 years, like fucking 7, and now they're taking money for teaching. What happened? What did I miss? Where did you go?
They in that time span, they slept with an ancient grimoire.
Like an hour ago? Yeah, it took an hour ago. Okay. Sorry.
That's
We're
okay.
having a discussion if the dogs needed to go out or not.
What that YouTuber did is they took an ancient grimoire that they got from their great grandmother, and they put it under their pillow and they slept with it every night, and they gained all that magical knowledge and experience when they were
seriously
sleeping.
Through reverse osmosis?
No, it was it's magic, Renee. And now they are Super Prue, the super witch that has all the powers.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
God help me. Somebody. Get me a Baphomet chair like everybody else. And then maybe I'll understand. Oh my God.
Paper cuts. Ow. Question. I have a new moon water and storm rainwater. What's the best thing to use it for?
For new beginnings. Any correspondence that would apply for thy new moon. Anyways, continuing. So it's just they're making people pay for money that has been taught in the same book. Wouldn't it be cheaper to just give a book reference and have the person buy the book? Wouldn't that be at least nicer? No, you have to sit here and pay for this person who magically does not have the same amount of years taught that they said 2 years ago, which is now become, let's just say, 7.
I told you how they got all that experience, Renee. What, you don't believe me?
No.
I know this. I know things. They put that magical grimoire that came from their great grandmother from the old country under their pillow, and they slept in it. And when they were sleeping, they were in the astral realm, and they got taught from their great grandmother from that ancient grimoire.
By your throat, make it stop. And on that note, another thing that agitates me are those stupid freaking bumper stickers that say, I am the great granddaughter of the witch you didn't burn. You really don't know
I
shit
have
about
one like
history.
that on my car.
You don't know. I love you, but not a
No, I
single
don't
witch
have
was
it on my
burned in
car.
Salem. They were hung or drowned.
No.
Not a single one was burned. So that's a stupid freaking. You should just say the great granddaughter of the witch who didn't hang. Stupid.
Well, then there's that whole debate that no real witch hung in Salem anyway.
Who cares? It's a tourist attraction. Let the
It
people that
is.
live in Salem make their money. Not your business, not your concern. Do you live in Salem? No. Your concern would then be the witches within your own community. Next. I mean, can't. You're enjoying this way too much.
I am, because I'm now on my second glass of wine.
I agree with you, Moon Wolf Spirit. You see, they screwed up when they got too specific.
Yep.
They should have just went basic. Or God forbid, actually learned something of the Salem witch trials. But it's good. What?
The majority of people who died during the witch trials were most likely Christians, and Muslims might be others that we don't know if. I agree.
I agree.
Wow, I can feel this wine.
You can fit. Is your face starting to get numb in your cheeks?
Uh-huh.
Before you know it, your eyebrows are going to either start moving a lot or stop moving at all.
Ooh, I need to drink some of this water now. Now's the time to ask me questions. Oh, wait, we're supposed to be bitching. All right, let's bitch some more. You know what? I just thought of another thing that frustrates me. So, last night I was doing a ritual in circle, and I evoked spirits that would make you shit your pants. You can't handle the spirits that I evoked in my magic circle.
I know exactly who you are talking about, because you're a person's persona, which is the funny thing. But
you're breaking up. What did you say? You know who I was talking about? There's more than one person that says stuff like that I've seen on YouTube. I've actually seen a couple of people, and some of the people I just happen to skip upon their video. You know, when you start going down the rabbit hole of YouTube, and you click on suggested channels and click, and I've heard that from so many people that I don't know. It's that same attitude, like I'm super special because I can work with entities that are bigger and badder than you'd ever consider working with or something. I'm like, give me a break.
That's another thing that touches on something that actually really frustrates me about, and I'll go back into the whole thing. I did an invocation of blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, I don't know about you, but that's not really something to really brag about. Like, sorry, I have like so many points of frustration, so many points of frustration. My brain's trying to like,
I know.
which point to go after. And so it's like hard to let go, but I guess the thing that bothers me the most is the wooing of the craft.
The wooing of the craft?
And there's your intimidation to be afraid, and you better be careful what you're gonna do, type of thing. And you really, really need to be afraid of it. No, you need to have a healthy respect about it. But oh God. See, again, right there, I'm sitting here.
What? I saw that comment.
Yeah, like proof right there, like wooing of the craft. Like, it's just like it must be in fear. or the you're not doing it right and you better be careful because you're going to hurt yourself and blah, 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 blah. I remember when I started out, I was afraid to do a fucking money spell. That was the first thing I did too. And it worked. But, you know, it's just like the worst thing that's happened to me really is the fact that it didn't work.
Because well, I think there's a point where having a healthy respect for something,
yeah,
and then making something out to be something more dangerous or like you said, more woo woo than it necessarily needs to be. I mean, you can make it elaborate, ritualistic, but it doesn't have to be. But across the board, there should be a healthy respect for something that you're going to utilize. You know, you need to sort of have some kind of understanding of what it is before you start poking at it, you know, I think.
Oh my gosh. And I'm going to name a name. Gabby used to do that shit all the fucking time. Oh my God. She ain't even on YouTube, so I can say her name.
Oh, she's not? I thought she was under another name or something.
Oh, she was? Well,
I don't know. I heard through the grapevine that she was.
I don't watch half the people. I don't even watch the popular people. I don't even know what the heck's happening.
There are no popular people. What are you talking about, Renee?
I will punch you in the face.
Wow, guys, have you noticed she's like threatened me like a whole bunch of times tonight?
Because you're poking me. She's saying, you know, the things that frustrate me, and you're purposely saying them. And that's like, I will hurt you. I will find you. Like,
Mary, that's possible. Mary Morning says, I think they are trying to scare people so they'll pay for their services, maybe. And that's quite a possibility. That is definitely, and I think the other part of that is that these people feel very insecure and they feel unloved and they don't feel special. And if they put it out there that they're this big bad witch with these ultimate powers and they're special because they deal with these particular goddesses or these particular entities, that then people will go to their channel and think, wow, they're so cool. When in fact, the people who boast the loudest are probably the ones that are the most ineffective. There, I said it. Bam.
No, I'm going to go even further. People, you know what agitates me? You know, there's, you know, maiden, mother, crone. And the thing is, though, people ask, well, I'm a crone witch. Like, that's the most powerful. Do you know how many beginners start in their fucking crone years?
I know.
And just because crone witches are not more powerful than the maiden or the mother. They all have a special importance of that stage in life. It's about the cycle of femininity and the stages of, you know, from birth, you know, crawl, walk, run. It's about stages of progress. Being a crone witch doesn't make anyone more popular. And I've heard that before. Oh, she a crone witch. She'll fuck you up. I'm like, with her wheelchair? What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, maybe if she's a crone witch that has been studying and practicing since she was a maiden witch,
yes,
maybe then she might fuck you up with her wheelchair. But if she's a crone witch that just turned crone witch and this is her first week of doing witchcraft or having any kind of knowledge, then girl, back up, because man, come on.
See, these are the things that bother me that I think about in my own time. Just can't.
Or so they can be more powerful by being the only ones who can do XYZ. Exactly, Stephanie. Yeah. They're so super special because they work with fill in the blank goddess, or they work with filling the blank entities, or fill in the blank whatever. They do this specific ritual. I don't know. Yes, Moon Wolf Spirit, you can ask a somewhat silly question. Or spirits or demons or angels. Exactly.
Oh, my, yeah, I agree with Willow. It's like I get pissed when people say, you know, you're an evil witch because you'll cast a hex and kind of keep, or curse to protect. And it kind of keeps going, but the thought's the main same. And it's just like, it just absolutely drives me insane because I'm very much in the middle and I'm very much, you can say that my this is not a brag thing, but compared to most people, my ethics are kind of sketchy. So it's just like, that doesn't make me evil though. I am a very self-serving person, and I'm not going to lie about that. And that most people are.
Yeah, if you're a witch, there's a part of you that's self-serving.
Yeah, there's a part
Because that's what witchcraft is about. It's about creating a life that is best for you. That's saying, look it, I don't like this in my life. I'm going to manipulate the energies and change my life. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get, I don't. I mean, I can be altruistic. I can feel, altruistic. Oh, I want to help the world. But fuck that. I want to help me too. God damn it. And if I have to curse, I'm going to fucking curse if I have to. If I feel I have to, and nobody's going to tell me I can't, and no one's going to tell me I shouldn't.
No offense, y'all. Sugar jars and honey jars take too damn long. I can't. I don't have patience for that shit. Okay, it's not even my type of craft anyway. And I'm like dying over here over what Benabelle said. She put, the grown witches I know have stopped giving any shits about other witches and won't do anything to anyone anymore. They just want to be left alone with cake.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I'm laughing.
Is there such a thing as a natural witch? Do you mean like a natural? I guess I would need to understand what you are meaning by natural witch.
I think they're probably thinking the craft, how the one girl, they wanted to add a fourth so they could have the fourth element, and she was like a natural witch who had all these magical special abilities and turn the pencil around in the circle. You're just kind of
so like she was just born with that.
Yes.
I think I don't know. I don't know. I think we're all born with the ability, but just like not everyone's meant to be a fireman, or not everyone is meant to be a policeman, not everyone is meant to be a witch. That's what I think.
I'm gonna skip. I haven't had any alcohol. In the end, everyone's like, y'all should drink more. I'm like, nope, this is me stubborn. And this is me sober and bitter. My natural state.
No, I really think we all have it in us. And I think because I think magic is a natural thing. Magic,
capacity.
Right. But I don't think everyone is meant to embrace that. Just like, no, I mean, I don't want to be a lawyer, and I don't want to be a policeman, and I don't want to be a fireman, and I don't want to be a doctor. Mm-hmm. These are things I just don't want to be. So even if I had the ability, like I could go to school and I could study, but it's not going to come easily to me because I don't want to do it. So why would I want to do it anyway if it's not something that I want to do, and it's going to take all this time and effort and money, and I'm not going to like it? So why would I waste my time on that? That's what I feel like when it comes to witches and witchcraft.
Sorry, Ellie just like
she's so cute.
She's my attention. We found out this morning she actually has tapeworms, and now I know why she won't stop eating so much food.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we had, before anyone says, we had the test done when we got her and everything. It's just that specific type of worm you don't find out until you find the gross thing. So, and I found the gross thing, and that wasn't fun. So she's going to we already have her medicine ordered, and we're picking it up from the vet in the morning. Before anyone's like, oh, how do you not know? Like, we're insane about our dogs.
Back to the Willow Moonshine, if people say you're an evil witch, who the fuck cares what they say about you? Who the fuck cares? Call me an evil witch. I don't fucking care. Because I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I don't. Whatever. Do it. Who cares what they think? You know what? And if they think you're an evil witch, they're focusing on the fact that you're evil, they might just be giving you more energy. So harness that energy, girl, and you use it, and you curse who you have to curse, and you do what you have to do. And I'm going to have another sip of wine.
You might want to calm down from that mind. You're like getting lit over there.
I know, right? I might just have to delete this episode at a later date.
Why?
I don't know. When I go back and I watch it, I'm like, what the hell was I doing? My husband wasn't home. Oh my God, I went off the handle and I drank too much wine and I said too much stuff. Oh my God. I'm sick of people. So what? Who cares what people think? Fuck them.
So here is this one everyone knows at this point, if you've been watching this for a while, I have this huge pet peeve, and that is pet peeve with animal medicine. It's not that I don't think animal medicine isn't helpful. It's just everyone all of a sudden is a wolf or a hawk or a falcon or a bear. Everyone has the same damn totems, and it's just like looking at it properly. It's just like, when it comes to the animal kingdom, the bear, the wolf, and the hawk are tired when it comes to totems, because no one wants to be a fire ant. No one wants to be.
I want to be a fire ant. Platypus. I want to be a platypus today.
And the thing is that when it comes to animal medicine, they're all your totems. They're all, because we inhabit all forms and stages of life, places in like lessons of existence, if you will. So you are not just this. You are not just that. You are not, that doesn't mean that wolf won't walk with you, but there may be 7 other animals that'll be willing to walk with you at that time, and that they change. It agitates me because it's also, we're getting into that appropriation kind of type area, the way that people do it, and it's not even correct, and it's just like, no wonder the Native Americans kind of look at some of the people who take up some of their traditions, and they look at them and they shake their head and sigh, because it's just, in a way, so disrespectful. And I'm just kind of like, no, Megan, stop.
Renee is so calm tonight when she's talking about it. There's been other videos that she just like gets so fired up about it.
I'm trying to speak very clearly so people can understand why I get so lit about it. Because the thing is that people don't understand that it's actually really, really, really disrespectful to an entire huge group of people that have already been disserviced enough. And you take what they have left, which is their beliefs, and you shit on it. Mm. Yeah, you can definitely incorporate it. It's just not everyone's a goddamn honk.
There was these cards I had. I don't have them anymore. Spirit medicine cards, I think they're called. And they were like an oracle deck, where what you would do is you would shuffle the deck, and they had different layouts that you could do to see what medicine was helping you at that time. And I think if that's something you feel drawn to do, sort of like spirit animals or totems, that if you use something like that, I feel like it's more like accurate in the way, that because, as Renee pointed out, you don't always have, or you may not always have the same medicine that you need, or you may not have the same totem all the time. It may shift and change as you're working through different challenges in your life. Mm-hmm. I didn't use them very much because that sort of thing doesn't really resonate with me anyway.
Yeah. I mean, when I journey, because it is something that I do work with, anything will walk with you. It's like having helper spirits. Anything will walk with you if it's up, I'm not going to get too into it in this video because it's just, not the topic, but it can be helpful, but is most often practiced in a way that's not as helpful as it could be for the person that is utilizing that belief.
Mm.
And I have to agree with what Stephanie's saying. It's like you're not the same element all the time, you know, and you can also
Right.
be more than one element at once because elements combine. That's
Right.
exactly what I'm trying to say. Just trying to stay really calm about it because most people didn't understand like why I find that. And the reason why I know this is because I have a friend who's actually Native American and registered, who I've had long talks about this specific subject, and they really kind of gave me the certain impression that they have about how they feel white culture and other spiritual, they don't mind sharing. It's just when it seems like it's bastardized.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting side point. My son is 6% Native American.
Oh, did you get his DNA done?
DNA results. Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, he's 6%. And we looked at, I'm sorry, he's 6 point something percent. And we looked it up online because in Washington, where my husband grew up, he was right near a reservation. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's like 6.5% you need to have in your ancestry before you can register. And my son falls in that percentage. So he could go register.
Oh, that's awesome. I
It's
mean,
not for me. I have 0%.
like, I don't know if I have enough to register, but I have the lineage because I've done all of my ancestry on the white side and how far that goes and all that stuff. But I wouldn't register because it's not like I ate, you know, fried bread cakes at Thanksgiving. You know what I
Right.
mean? That wasn't like, honey, I was eating kimchi rice and eggs mixed together. That's a really Korean breakfast. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, that's not my culture. It's not what I know. So why would I? But I am thinking about getting that potentially the DNA results done just because it would be really, I think it'd be fun.
It is. It's really interesting to
Chris
see.
wants to do it too, and he's been like so against it this entire time.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see because my children, we didn't know much about my ex-husband, their biological father's ancestry, and he's from Puerto Rico. So we weren't sure, and he didn't really know much about it, their biological father. So I'm like, let's do it and let's check it out. Let's see. It was really interesting to find out all the stuff he has in his ancestry.
So, any other things that tick you off that come to mind?
Was I'm a big
Or
bad
is the wine
witch.
finally seeped all the way in?
Yeah, it's like, I'm a big bad witch. New agers who start trying to teach about witchcraft when they clearly know nothing about it. And I think we've talked about people who set themselves up as teachers and gurus and charge all this money when is it really worth what they're charging? I think we've talked about that. Um,
I guess no. That's just kind of the thing. And then I'm thinking, because we've gone through a lot. I just, I can't stand people who sell hope. Like they sell their magic as a guarantee.
mm,
Because none of it's guaranteed. I mean, you may have a really high percentage of like efficacy, but that doesn't really mean you can really guarantee anything.
mm.
Or people who just sit here and just sell hope. It just, I can't. It's like, for instance, selling music lessons, which is, you know, something that I do. We never guarantee results because a lot of it has to do with the actual student, which, you know,
Right.
because your daughter takes music lessons. That teacher can show up every single day, and not even week, every day. You can't guarantee anything. It's not fair.
Right. That's almost like anything. I honestly
Yeah.
think. Like I was just thinking like therapy. You know, you can't guarantee that therapy is going to work if that person doesn't go into the session, you know, willing to do the work, willing to be open and willing to put in the effort in order for that therapy session to work. If you're not willing to practice what you're learning, if you're not willing to use the tools that you're being given, then how is it going to work for you? It's not.
Better she's like, mine came out 99.999% Han Chinese. No one strayed from my tribe and my lineage. Yeah, I'm the daughter of the one who strayed, but in the Korean side.
My favorite one is, did you
park? It's already 7:57.
Is it? Holy shit! Where did that time go? Where did you park your broomstick outside? Yeah, it's the best ride I have ever had. Wait, what is she talking about? My favorite one is that must be from something else.
Or probably stupid shit that people say to witches.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Stupid shit. Someone asked about spirit guides. Now I can't find it because I'm a little drunk.
I already know the question. It was how can you connect with your spirit guides even if you're unsure about what's coming in, like they're doubting themselves.
Oh, you got to work on that self-doubt.
That goes down to meditation and knowing yourself, and that goes down to practice.
Yeah.
And if you're at that point in your practice, I wouldn't be messing with spirit guides quite yet.
I agree.
That because you have to be able to have the ability of discernment before you can start communication. So
I agree.
So that's just an opinion, though. Some people go through learn discernment through communication with their spirit guides. So
and that's true too. That's true.
That just seems really complicated and difficult to me, but that's not how I did it. So
right. So in these last couple of minutes, last minute, like 60 seconds, because of the whole transition that I'm doing, we're moving, everybody. If you didn't know, guess what? We're moving from Massachusetts to Washington State at the end of June. Whoop, whoop. We're so excited. My husband's over there right now checking out the area. We have a house that we're going to rent. So my husband is staying at that house right now with his friend because we're renting it from his friend. And we're figuring all that fun shit out. We're going to drive. It's going to take 6 days to go from one end of the country to the other. But anyway, in this transition, I've been taking the opportunity to meet up with friends here in the area who still magical, witchy, new age friends that I have, occultists. I have a little group of friends who want to stay in touch magically. And they asked me to create a Facebook group. So I've created a Facebook group for witches and magical people. And right now it's open to everybody or anybody who wants to join. But in the near future, it's going to be a closed group where you're going to have to apply. So if you're interested in joining in the witchy conversation, it's open to beginners and sages, new people starting out, and those of us who've been practicing for a while, to ask questions and share thoughts and share insights and inspire each other and all that fun stuff. So if you want to be a part of that group, the link is over on my CricketSong Facebook page. It's called Weirds, Witches, and Witchcraft. Yeah, I was going to call it Wine, Witches, and Witchcraft, but I don't want to talk about wine in the Facebook group. So I called it Weirds, Witches, and Witchcraft.
Thanks.
Yes. You should have seen me, Renee. It was today I created it, and I'm like, I need, wow, I can't talk. My words are slurring. I was like, I need another W word. What? Warlocks, witches? That's stupid. Like, where's Renee? She's working. I don't want to bother her. And then I said, okay, words that begin with W. I Googled it. And I'm going down the list. And I'm like, wait, weirds. Oh my God. That is so perfect. Renee, you inspired me and you didn't even know you inspired me. But
Aww.
So, yeah.
If you had asked me, I would have said witches.
Witches, and witchcraft?
Wenches.
Wenches. Well, I originally thought words because I'm like, oh, words, witches, and witchcraft. So then we can talk about like writing. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. But yeah, well, I don't know. I thought of you. I was gonna bother you, but I hate bothering you during the day because I know you're so
If you
busy
can
and
message
stressed.
me, I only check it when I can. So it doesn't actually pop up on my phone because I don't have the messenger on my
Oh, all
phone.
right. Okay,
So
good.
anyone can really message me at any time.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
good.
can't guarantee you when I'm going to see it or look at it.
Oh, all right, good. Because I always get concerned because I know you're stressed at work, but
No, oh, yep.
yeah,
Life.
I am trashed. I am. You don't need to call me a cab because I'm in my home. Look at that. Woo woo. Um, so okay, I'm gonna be writing some of the lore for it. Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. By the way, I left my review for you. Oh, you did, Sapphire. I'm gonna go check it out. Thank you so much. Yes, my book. Yes, you should order a book. The Witch's Voice. You should order a book. It's on Amazon, or you could go to my website and you can get an autographed copy. Ooh, and we're going to Salem next weekend, but I can talk about that next week. I think next week we should have a guest. I'm going to see if I can get Cole back on, or try to get Aaron back on, and we can do those readings again. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to see what we're going to do, but it
I'll
should
be
be fun.
sweaty by the end of it.
Oh, and then someone suggested that we do something like a fun like write a spell as a group, kind of like a game, like I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. And I wanted still to do that other game too that I had planned, but that takes too much time to get people lined up. But anyway, all right. Yeah, no, it's late. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna have this wine. I think I'm gonna play some Puzzle Quest, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I have to get up to go to
plan.
I know. Look at I am so drunk. Look at my face is pink. All right. All right. What else? Songs. Dude, that'd be fun. Okay. All right. So all right. Yay, everybody. Thank you. I will see you next week. We'll see you next week. Wine Witches and Witchcraft, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check out my Patreon page if you want to get content, exclusive content, videos, blog posts, readings, all that fun shit. Go check it out. Night, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Right,
Bless
bye.
me. Bye-bye.